What's going on, investors? In today's video, I'll be sharing exactly how much every single company that I own paid me in dividends for the year that was 2021. Now, this is a great way to showcase the dividend snowball. Remember that snowball, those early years, it might not seem like it's going anywhere. It might not seem like it's growing at all, and you might start to second guess yourself, wondering, what are you doing earning $3.21 from a company when that hot stock your friend is pumping is giving great returns? Well, remember that feeling years from now when you have a very consistent stream of cash flow coming in every single month while your friend has gone totally broke because that hot stock didn't have much substance to begin with. Now, I actually just wrapped up year 4 of investing in the stock market, so you can actually see someone's progress and see if this might be the right strategy for you. Make sure you've hit that like button and are subscribed for more update videos, and let's get started. So we can see here on this pivot table the ticker of each company by the rows, and then the year is in the columns, as well as the grand total in column F here. I'm not gonna harp over every single company, but I've highlighted a few I wanna point out and just share some of the investing lessons I've learned over the years. To start off with, we have Apple, which at the time of me writing this, it actually just became the first company to reach a $3 trillion market cap. I remember my first year of investing, which was in 2018, they actually became the first company to reach $1 trillion. So for them to reach $3 trillion in such a small amount of time, it just shows that they continue to create value for consumers and shareholders in many more ways than just paying out a dividend. So I went from just $5.84 4 years ago to now making $31.17 in 2021. And another thing I love about dividend investing is that it creates predictable cash flow with floors. I know for the rest of my life, Apple will most likely pay me $31.17 at minimum, as long as I simply hold onto my shares and Apple keeps doing their fabulous work, which is selling last year's products and rebranding them as new. Okay, so I talked about a company that seems to be doing everything right. Let me highlight a company that seems to be doing everything wrong, and that would be Boeing. This just highlights the importance of diversification, because let me tell you, just 4 years ago, people talked about Boeing as a company of excellence. It had a strong moat, had great cash flows, paid increasing dividends, and just like that, they ignored safety concerns, put out defective airplanes, and sadly, people lost their lives. And understandably, the share price has never recovered, and it will likely be a long time if they ever pay dividends again. So just be careful, guys. Make sure you guys are diversified. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, because if I had put more money into Boeing, which was seen as a company of excellence, I would have gotten burned even more than I did. So we can see some new additions to the portfolio, like BlackRock. They paid me $16.52. Then we have BST, BlackRock Science Technology. How about that nice special dividend that they just paid out? Too bad I didn't get it, because I actually sold out of this ETF a few years back. You might be looking at this and wondering if I sold out of Costco from last year. Well, remember, they actually did pay out a gigantic special dividend of $10 in 2020, which they did not repeat this year. So that's why at first glance it may look like I sold out of them. But no, definitely still holding on to Costco and still shopping there as well. We have Equinix. Just like I'm buying and holding physical real estate these days, I'm also owning REITs, and they're paying me increasing dividends to be a shareholder. I'm now up to $34.44, which is up from last year when I only made $21.28, and I literally did nothing but just continue to hold this great company. Glad to be part of that Jeppy community here online. First year of owning them, and they paid me a total of $16.33. I literally just got paid over a $10 dividend today, because this is one that I'm actively buying shares of, so you know this number is only gonna go higher as the years go on. And how about JP Morgan Chase, guys? If I wasn't financially literate, I would have went along with their highway robbery of a 0.01% interest rate for storing my money at the bank. I'd probably be getting about $1 every single year. But thankfully, I know that owning shares in JP Morgan Chase stock is much more profitable and the right way to go. Now I'm making over $47 every year from them. Now we're coming on to a few stocks that have paid me over $100 in my lifetime. So we have Triple M, 3M at $116.12. Remember, investors, it wasn't my life choices just this past year that made this all possible. It was the actions that I did every single day for years that are literally now paying off, and I will continue to act on and build upon these decisions moving forward. So just continue to think about that as you do transactions today. They will certainly have a big impact on your future. We have another REIT and medical properties trust at over $108 cumulative, with over $72 just this year. Just wait until these dividend payments get more substantial and I can actually bank on them to start paying actual bills. I got paid over $140 in my first year of owning NUSI. Why do I get the feeling that ETFs like NUSI will really anchor my financial freedom lifestyle one day? We have Pepsi at $69, very nice. And we have Prudential Financial with over $50 in 1 year. It's been almost as good of an investment as hitting that like button and making sure you're subscribed to the channel. It's almost as good as the triple Qs that have given me some great capital appreciation, and a cherry on top is the $25 in dividends this past year. And you knew this was coming, the big granddaddy of them all, QYLD. Just about a year and a half of owning them, I have now received more than $350 cumulative. That's almost getting to the point where some bills could actually be getting paid if I wasn't reinvesting all of my dividends. Let's just run down some of these last couple stocks or ETFs here. We have SPY at $11.77. We have STORE, another great REIT at $41.15. AT&T, just continue to hold them even though they aren't growing much as a company and that dividend is expected to be slashed next year. They still pay me $31.20. We have dividend growth companies like UNH and UNP. They paid me a combined total of over $120. And what's amazing with companies like this, they continue to grow their top line numbers every single year. And those dividends are only gonna get fatter as long as I just continue to buy and hold. I'll also slowly continue to get rich as that capital appreciation is very nice as well. So now we can see my grand totals for each year. This is where you can really visualize that snowball metaphor that I keep alluding to. So in 2018, I only made $86, and then I got a 210% pay raise to $266 in 2019. And then I continue to just buy and hold great companies, and that allowed me to get another 224% pay raise to now be getting paid $861 in 2020. And then I just outdid myself yet again and got another 86% pay raise, which gave us a grand total of dividends in 2021 of just under $1,600, grand total of $1,598.68. Remember, the larger the numbers, the smaller the percent changes will be. But the good news is my trajectory is going in an upwards direction. I get to be in total control of my pay raises, and I don't need to be reliant on any employer trying to shortchange me. Here's a little bar graph I made of every single month of dividends. This is a nice way to visualize that upward trajectory. As you can see, the bar graphs just continue to get larger and larger as we continue to go on. Every 3 months, I'm setting a brand new record of dividends received for that particular month, and it just continues to grow exponentially, and I'm gonna continue to bank in on these dividends for years to come, and one day it will hopefully pay for all of my living expenses. I actually broke this out even further in how much in dividends I made by the week, the day, and the hour over the years. Now these days I'm making about $31 a week, up from $16 last year. I'm making $4.38 every single day, up from $2.36 from last year. And I'm making 18 cents every single hour just for existing, up from 10 cents every hour last year. It would be interesting to see this broken down for a billionaire like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos. Now I mentioned this because while this can barely buy you guacamole in the United States, the dollar does stretch out a lot further in some other countries. As someone who hopes to one day be a snowbird, I would definitely be interested in living somewhere where the cost of living is very low for part of the year. For example, I should be able to eclipse the median annual income in India later this year at just under $2,000. I also do own a lot of companies that don't pay a dividend as well. I'm not only a dividend focused investor, even though it may seem like that at times. Now I'm still probably making more money going to the bathroom at work these days, but I just wanted to showcase the full dividend snowball in action here. You already know I'll be back next year with another update on how this snowball journey is going. And don't worry, I'm still gonna be making a December 2021 dividends video as well. I'd love to hear about your journey in the comments below. Remember, my videos are always found in podcast form under the Collect Cash podcast name. These videos do take a lot of time to research and produce. Please help out a small-time YouTuber by hitting that like button and subscribing, and I will buy, stash, and collect cash you later.